Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me for a prayerful pause with the pastor. Moments to take a step back and look at something greater than ourselves in the world. Yesterday, I was struggling with the number 100,000, as in the number who have died so far of coronavirus in this country. Today, I'm struggling with the number 9. The 9 minutes that George Floyd was videotaped dying at the hands of police officers. I have not said at this point yet that he was black and they were white, because I think 9 minutes, when you have 4 adults around who are supposed to be protecting society, they are to protect and serve, and none of them intervenes to save the life of a person, is despicable in and of itself. When you add the element of race, I'm deeply troubled. And I know that many of you are, because you've mentioned it to me. We're disturbed. I think I'm especially disturbed because some of you know my children are all children of color, adult children of color. The children I hold in my heart every day, the one who I have raised since she was born, are black. Now, ordinarily, I would be so proud of them, which I am, to put their picture on this video, to insert it in the editing. And I don't dare to do that today, because I'm afraid that it would make them a target to some nut job. We are all wrestling with this. We're all struggling with it. And if we're not, we should be. And I'm tired of people who say police lives matter too. All lives matter. So why do you have trouble saying that black lives matter? I have trouble with people saying, we don't know all the facts yet, we can't arrest anybody. All you need for an arrest is probable cause. There's probable cause that something happened. It's at the investigatory phase and at trial that you determine guilt or innocence, not before an arrest is made. I'm tired of people saying, well, there's no excuse for rioting. Isn't there? We thought there was an excuse in the American Revolution, and those were riots. The Boston Tea Party was a riot. We thought there was cause during Vietnam War. We thought there was cause, different rights movements. Some people think there was cause in the civil rights movement. Other people think there was cause at Stonewall. Other people thought there was cause for women to march and riot in order to get the vote. Oh, but it's different if there's destruction of property. Is it? What about the destruction of human life, of human psyche, of human dignity? I am so tired of this. I'm tired of it as a parent. I'm tired of it as a citizen. I am sick to death tired of it as a Christian. And I know I'm preaching to the choir, because many of you are too. The frustration, the anger has grown to the point where it is erupting like a volcano. We cannot put a volcano back into the mountain, nor should we. It is a release of the earth's pressure. So what are we going to do with it? And more importantly, I think right now, how do we get through today and tomorrow when so many of us are feeling so churned up? So I'm going to write some letters, probably to elected officials, but also to other people who I know are suffering, friends of color. No matter what I might know about how I feel as a woman moving through space, as part of the LGBT community moving through this world, it's totally different if you are a person of color, because it's the first thing that people see. A friend of ours put on Facebook yesterday or the day before, he's an educated black man, just received his doctorate. He's now a college professor in the Midwest. He's a family man, married. And he remembers when his grandfather had to have the talk with him about how to behave if he's stopped by the police. I remember having the talk with my children too. And how do you answer the questions about the American dream? And how do you answer the questions about fairness? And how do you answer the questions about why us? It's time that we white people became allies if we aren't already, that we become aware of things, that we figure out how are we going to do life differently, that changes things. If we truly believe that Jesus tells us we are all one. Last night in the evening prayer service, we read a poem about how we are all living in liminal time. We are on the threshold. As a culture, as individuals, in our own spirituality, on the threshold of something new. We are birthing and being birthed into something new. What's it going to be? A lot of that has to do with us. And the secret for getting through each day, we learn from this poem, is to focus on the specifics around you. Bring your world very tight in order to survive. A friend of mine said, when times are bad, think small. When times are good, think large. When times are good, you think large, you're benevolent, you want to thank people. When things are bad, you think small so you can keep your center. You think about, what am I seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling, sensory feeling right now? So what am I seeing? I'm seeing beautiful flowers. I'm seeing my dog on my lap. I'm seeing you through this camera. Hearing birds, air conditioners, the sounds of life around me. Tasting my morning tea. Smelling flowers, grasses. Feeling the chair arms, sturdy. They can hold me. They wrap around me. By doing that, I can be centered so I can find what God has to say to me in this moment. And in this moment, God is issuing a blessing through me, I hope, to you, so that you too feel blessed, so that you can hear the still small voice that will get us through these times when so many people are screaming and wailing and lashing out. Stay centered in what you believe, and then join the fight. I'm Pastor Deb Swift, South Presbyterian Church in Rochester, New York. Thank you for joining me for this prayerful pause in your day. I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, be safe, be well. God bless. Bye for now.